What did Wembley mean to you?
Wembley. Wembley's obviously up there with the best experience of my life so far. Even better that my dad fortunately won a ticket to be there. Obviously, with the fans not being there, it hindered it a bit, but you kind of take it away. Obviously, coming on for the club that you, like where you're from, coming on, scoring the winning goal, it doesn't get much better than that. To be fair, no one can take that away from me now. That'll live with me forever, and everyone, every family, to be fair.
From my perspective, the club's going in the right direction. I've been here for a couple of years and I feel like we're at a good point. We obviously won the Vase last year. Going up in the other league was a good challenge, and then to get given the captaincy was just a great honour for myself. I never really had that. So yeah, just a good drive and something to keep working towards, something to try and build as a team and as myself.
So the reason I kind of stayed obviously in the summer is because a challenge in a new league. Now I've played in this league before, and obviously kind of building on what we done last year with the Vase, and kind of trying to push the club and take the club in the right direction of where it's wanting to be. Obviously the players that we've had, massive turnaround from the team that we had that won the Vase obviously, but it happens in football. It's how do you adapt to the situation that's happened. So obviously massive characters that we lost, even people that are still at the club such as Lothy and Mike McEwen, but again you've got to be strong enough, and it's kind of made people kind of step up that have been here from last year.
This is my third year now. Been the first 2 years I was in the squad, so it was a bit up and down in the team, then out of the team, and then Wembley happened. Obviously disappointing I wasn't starting at Wembley, but obviously came on and scored, and then I think that gave us a motivation to say, prove that I can play in this league, in the new league, play for this team. Obviously being local, just that gives me the motivation, obviously being from here.
It was tough to know. Personally, I've not played in this league. Some of the lads had, some of the lads like me hadn't. So I think as a club as well, they've not been in this league, so it was tough to know what to expect. But I know some of the teams and some of the players that play in the league, so you know it's going to be physical. You know, there's going to be a lot of quality about, all fit lads.
I was just in the change room, obviously travelled down to Ashton, and I didn't know anything about it. Got pulled in and he sent me in. It was a bit of a shock really, because obviously I was in and around the squad but I've not started or anything, so yeah, it was good, man, it was good.
Please welcome onto the pitch today's visitors head of town, and led up by Captain Harry Combs, Ashton United. 8 Kevin Archer, 9 Connor Down, 10 Michael Richardson, and number 11 is Ollie Martin.
Unbelievable, like just to get minutes, obviously that alone is just quality, and then obviously for the lads to win, it's a bonus really, like, so I'm quite pleased. I'm 16, every 16-year-old dream to play in the FA Cup, so we're just going from there, you know, so yeah.
So yeah, it was just a good draw for the club, first and foremost to get some money in the bank, and then for us to play on a nice pitch, to play a good team, a good setup, and in a good ground. It's ideal for the lads, especially like some of the young lads, and to have that many people following us and cheering us on all the time was absolutely like brilliant.
Obviously it's a big occasion, to be fair, and then obviously being from Heaven, you know most of the people coming down, like, well, my family probably knew most of the people who were in that crowd, to be fair, and it's just like it's a good day out for them, it's a good day out for us, to be fair, and then it shows where we are as a club, to be fair, when you come up against clubs like that. And
oh yeah, it was outstanding, just to hear them all cheering and seeing my name and stuff, it was just quality, to be fair, like.
Listen, they're a special bunch, and when they love having a day out and a good laugh. There's never any problems with them or anything, and the support from start to finish was just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I just wish I could thank every single one of them, but I'll take the opportunity now to thank them as a group, and obviously thanks for the support since the FA Cup run started. And unfortunately we've gone out, but we've gone out to a good side, and we've got no complaints out there.
Yeah, it means a lot from the players' perspective to have a big backing, and it gets you through a game. Surprisingly, it is the 13th man or 12th man or whatever they call it, and one of those things where you want to do well for them as well as yourself. And like you say, the nice pictures at the end of like families and stuff. I had a couple of mates there from school and stuff like that. It's a nice feeling to finish a game that way.
Like in the dressing room when you're winning these games and you must feel on top of the world?
Yeah, it is. We've got a good bunch of lads who tend to we have a laugh and a joke quite a lot, which is what you want out of a team. We're very together, but obviously once you win, it's a great feeling, and obviously the change room's absolutely buzzing, even the bus trip's back.
I think first and foremost we've got to apologise to the supporters, the owners and everybody connected with the football club, because that was an absolutely embarrassing performance for them. It's kind of 1 in, 2 out, and that's just the way it's going at this minute in time. It comes a point where you're thinking, is it safe to train because we're just picking up injuries after injury after injury? But listen, it'll not be for the want of hard work and trying to get the club out of this situation.
Yeah, we've got a good bunch of players. Like I say, it's a new league. We're learning how people play, and to be honest, most of them don't play. It's just a big learning curve for all of us. But we've got quality in the change room. We've got a good group of lads, and a very strong footballing set of lads. So we knew we'd get around it, and we've changed things. But again, it's dipped a little bit. But again, we just need to regroup and go again.
It's tough, but I think every team, or not every team, but a lot of teams have a spell like that in a season, where you lose people out, you have a bit of a dip in form, and you're conceding goals that you wouldn't normally concede and things like that. It is tough to keep going, but the only way to get out of it is to graft. We're working on a training pitch and try and put it right, and I think we all stuck together and worked our way out of it finally.
every single one around that pitch today. Unreal. Just worked as a team, grafted, everyone grafted. Created loads of chances, could have been 3-4, but honestly couldn't be happier the day.
So yeah, bad start, and then a good run of form, and then we had a few losses again, and then again we sort of turned it around that day. And I think that day was the first day we changed formation. We started playing a diamond, and for some reason it just sort of seemed to suit the lads. And we carried on with that formation and a similar team going forward. And that was the catalyst for a good run as well. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. It was the same on the way down though. I think it was a little bit of a different day. If I remember rightly, we had tunes on from get-go, getting on the bus at like 10 in the morning, and that's what you want. And then suddenly we turned up on a bad day and just turned it around. But we were absolutely brilliant that day, and I think that was a turning point of change of formation as well. So it was great.
Results do kind of shape the season and gives you a bit of a reality check whether you're getting beat off bottom of the league or you're drawing or beating teams around the top. You kind of hope to get that bit of belief, and I think the Cleethorpes game definitely was a game that we got a bit of belief from and could think that we could push on.
So Coming to Heaven was obviously put towards us by Mike and Busted at Gateshead, and it was obviously an opportunity without to play football and trying to get as many games as I can this season, with having injuries previously, not being able to get a full season in. So it was good to just get back on the road and get game time. Yeah, so I think it was a week before I started against Stockton, midweek game, and it was kind of my opportunity to get back into the team and kind of put myself forward. Obviously playing midfield, I've been playing left back before then, and I prefer midfield much better. So getting that good performance in before was kind of just a stepping stone to play on Boxing Day against Dunstan. And obviously the derby days are good for the fans and good for us, and it just shows who's willing for it more in the area.
For Heaven Side, number 8, Julian Upton.
My family were there and stuff, so it was good to put on a performance that was good for them to watch. And obviously it was like 900 fans, and it was great to see them coming out. And so putting a performance and obviously getting the winner as well, it's ideal, and especially from a free kick, it's even better.
No matter which game we play this season, home or away, we won't try to win it. That's our philosophy. We'll try and play the right way. That's our philosophy, and we'll try and get the ball down and play, see what the surface is like.
Yeah, so change of management obviously it happens all the time in football. Football's a very kind of ruthless game. The results weren't happening. They could have let it fizzle out, but I think the club wanted to freshen it up. But I mean, Kevin and Mick have done a lot for the club when they were here. They obviously brought the greatest success that they've had. They got promotion.
Fair play to them for all they've done for the club. Obviously, they'll not be forgotten from the Wembley run, everything. Obviously, getting promoted, the first ones to do it. And no, it's just football at the end of the day, isn't it?
I've always had respect for Kev. He put us in the squad and he trusted us. I was 16-year-old and he just took a massive gamble with us, and I would only respect that because not many managers do it. So yeah, it was only respect, and I'm quite upset that he went, but that's football, isn't it? And you've just got to move on and take the challenges ahead, so yeah.
It was a bit of a shock because there wasn't really anything about that before that. We'd not really heard anything about that before that. As far as we knew, they were going for a meeting to discuss other things. It's unfortunate, and I've messaged both Kevin and Mick and just said thank you for the past 3 or 4 seasons, because we did have some good times, and some of my best times in football, to be honest, obviously winning the Vars and getting promoted and things like that, and the group of lads that they put together. So unfortunate, but I think, as they've both said, just got to move on, I suppose.
I want to say thank you to Kevin and Mick, because they brought me into the club and they were fantastic with me. Unfortunately, football, that happens in football. I was asked to stay on with Chris. It was a decision I had to think about, if I'm being totally honest, but I'm pleased I took it, because it's great experience for me. It has been great experience for me, and I've loved the experience.
Love that camera. Don't look around.
Football's been kind of my full-time job since I left school. Coaching is really important to us. I take it really seriously. I've kind of climbed through the badges when I was younger. I'm B licensed at the minute, but I work full-time as head of football at a sports college, and I've always worked in football. I've always worked in full-time football. I've always worked in semi-professional senior football. It means so much to me to be able to do that at this club, because this club seems like it's going in the right direction, and to be part of that is just fantastic. Yeah. Obviously we're over the moon. The lads are really pleased in there. It's obviously been a very tough week, a challenging week, a bit of a strange week. So we couldn't have really asked for more from the lads, and I think that showed on the pitch. Just how we reacted to coming being one down, to build on that, to then go put 4 past them and finish the game really strong. I think we're all really pleased, and I think we're all a little bit relieved as well.
say, we're always looking forward. Everyone says, oh, look for the next game, but you always got to look forward. You can't, otherwise you'll just stay still because everyone else is adapting around you. For me, I want to just play as long as I can, around a good bunch of lads as long as I can. That's what I'll strive for.
We looked at it kind of like a free hit for work. We wanted to come in and we wanted to try and stamp what we were about onto the team. We tried our best to do that, and like you said, we had some really good results along the way and we had some bad ones, but that happens and we learn from them, and the important thing is we learn from the bad ones. So even though today was the last one of the season, it was a bad one today, we'll learn from that, and I'll personally learn from that. But we just tried to put a stamp on it, and I think we did an okay job in the end.
Full-time score here at the Green End Sports Ground. Leventown 0, Cleethorpes Town 4. Thank you for our visitors for making the trip up from down in Lincoln Way. This is the last game of the season and we will see you here next year.
On a personal note for me, I want to say thank you for the effort you put in for the season. I know it's not been how we wanted to go, and we certainly didn't want to end it this way, but look, we hold our heads up and we plan and we go again next season. Obviously there's a lot of change at the club next season that we're going to, of course. But look, let's hold our heads up off the day. We've grafted, we've battled, it's not been our day, it's not been our season. We go again, we build next season. So just a thanks from me.